check, check.
Good morning, everyone. And the Redevelopment Agency meeting of March 18th, 2015 is called to order. This meeting has been properly noticed and posted in compliance with the open meeting law. These proceedings are being video recorded as well as presented live on KCLV, Cable Channel 2, and are closed captioned for hearing impaired viewers. Please note some customers of Cox Communication who do not have a cable box may view this meeting on digital Channel 89.5. The Redevelopment Agency meeting, as well as all other KCLV programming, may be viewed on the city's website, www.kclv.tv. The proceedings will be rebroadcast on KCLV Channel 2 on the web the Wednesday of the meeting at 8 p.m., also on Friday 4 a.m., Saturday at 7 p.m., Sunday at 7 a.m., and the following Monday at 1 p.m. This building is protected by state-of-the-art fire detection and suppression sprinkler system. If alarms should activate during today's meeting, please evacuate using the exits at the back of the chambers, out to the mezzanine, proceed out the double doors to the terrace, down the back staircase. For anyone who has difficulty with stairs, please check with the marshal or fire official for assistance. Once outside, assemble on the northeast corner across the street from City Hall at Lewis and 1st Street. Employees wearing safety vests or city marshals will inform you when it's safe to re-enter the building. For public comment-related items on the agenda, citizen participation and public hearing items, we have available a speaker card, which you may complete and submit to the city clerk. Cards are available online in the clerk's office or at the rear of these chambers. If you do not submit a card, it does not prevent you from speaking under public comment, citizen participation, or specified public hearing items. If there's anyone present today who has need for hearing impaired equipment, please see the city clerk staff. If you parked in the parking garage across the street and did not receive a validation ticket as you entered chambers, please exit to your right and then see the security personnel at the entrance. We will move on to agenda item 3, public comment. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda for action. The amount of time any single speaker is allowed may be limited. All comments made will be cross-referenced to those specific items. If anyone submitted a speaker card or who wishes to speak under this portion of the agenda, please come to the podium and state your name for the record. We'll set the time at 1 minute. Good morning.
Good morning, Honorable Mayor and City Council. How are we doing this morning?
We are doing great. Thank you.
Great. Mayor, I thank you so much. My name is Catherine Duncan. I'm president of the Ward 5 Chamber of Commerce. We met in your office with Councilman Barlow, but as a result of that meeting, there seems to be some confusion over the term private developer. You indicated that there were so many resources available that could come to the Moulin Rouge. We've set up a community development corporation for that purpose, but city staff seems to think that the funds can't be used because they consider a nonprofit community development corporation a private development. So we'd like to get some guidance from the city attorney's office to let us know, please, whether or not a private community development corporation that's organized to benefit the community is considered a private development. Could you clear that up for us so that we can maybe move forward on this project?
And Ms. Duncan, what I would suggest, if it's all right with our city council, might she make an appointment with you, Mr. Jerbick? And then also that, of course, so there's clarity and not zillions of meetings, but to move this forward or whatever is going to happen, to please include, if he's available, Mr. Arndt in the conversation. Yes?
I'm happy to do that. If we could set up a meeting after today, we'll be glad to meet with you and talk about it.
Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too. Is that okay, Mr. Arndt? Thank you. Anyone else wishing to be heard at this time? Hearing none, we'll close this portion. We'll move on to agenda item 4 for possible action to approve the final minutes by reference to the regular Redevelopment Agency meeting of February 4th, 2015. Is there a motion to approve?
Move for approval.
Thank you. This motion. Please vote and please post. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 5 RA4-2015, discussion for possible action regarding a resolution finding the project proposed by the Commercial Visual Improvement Program, CVIP agreement between the City of Las Vegas Redevelopment Agency, RDA, and Hard Hat Lounge, LLC, owner and CVIP applicant located at 1675 Industrial Road, to be in compliance with and in furtherance of the goals and objectives of the redevelopment plan, authorizing the execution of the CVIP agreement by RDA not to exceed $18,500, RDA Special Revenue Fund, Redevelopment Area, Ward 3, with Councilman Coffin. This item is related to the council agenda, item 47, R10-2015. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, Mayor, members of council, and the Redevelopment Agency Board. For the record, Bill Arndt, Economic and Urban Development. This project I'm delighted to bring forward to the agency board. This is for our VIP program, and with me today is Ross Williams, representing the Hard Hat Lounge. This is an existing business on Industrial Road at 1675 Industrial Road near New York Avenue. The property is in a targeted corridor for our VIP program. As you may recall, the program has been so popular, we're trying to target the funds in areas that have not benefited as much in the past. Our partner is proposing to make $36,300 in exterior improvements, including paving the parking lot, striping, landscaping, decorative paving, and new exterior doors. Therefore, the project qualifies for an $18,500 grant. 2 new full-time jobs will be created because of the improvements. A 5-year easement will be recorded against the property. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Williams. I do have some slides for the overhead. We didn't queue it up electronically, but I'm going to put them on the overhead. And if I could get the overhead camera, I can show you what the property currently looks like today and what it will look like after the improvements. So with that, I'll turn it over to our partner.
Good morning. And was the Hard Hat, didn't Councilman Coffin and I go there when you had the wall, the south-facing wall, painted so beautifully that nobody has marred?
Yes, you did.
Great. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I was in the same area. Thank you. Good morning. And if you would state your name, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Good morning, Mayor and council members. My name is Ross Williams, and I'm one of the owners of the Hard Hat Lounge.
Okay. Can you explain to us what we're seeing, which view that is, that your hand's on there, Mr. Arndt? Are we facing which way?
Which photo?
All right. Start upper left, your upper left there. What direction is that facing, the before and the before, on those 2 before slides? What direction are we facing?
Hang on a minute. Oh, okay. It's tough to tell. The photo that's completed is facing in a southeastern direction. Okay. The others, I'm guessing it's facing northwest. The one in the lower left is facing south from the north end of the property.
Okay. Now, that's not the wall that's painted with the artwork.
That's the opposite side.
Opposite side.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And so what do we have here? Can you explain what the after on the right, upper right is, and what's happening on the lower right?
The after on the upper right is a sort of a bird's eye view of some improvements we made to the north side, where we created a seating area, put a little bit an arbor there, did some landscaping, and made a much nicer entrance to the tavern.
Great. Any questions, comments? Boy, Councilman Coffin.
Thank you very much. This has been a welcome addition to an area that needs development. To invest money in basically the naked city is always a bright spot for all of us, because you're holding down, in essence, the west side of it. So really, I'm sure the cab drivers that are around there enjoy it too. It's a nice place for them to wet their whistle after work. So congratulations on doing a good job. I move for approval.
Thank you.
Could I ask a question
Certainly,
before we make a
Councilwoman,
vote?
please.
Do you have live entertainment?
Yes, we do.
Do you have it on Sunday evenings?
My partner, Charlie Fox, is responsible for the scheduling of that. I think that we have had on Sunday evenings in the past.
Has anybody from staff discussed with you that we had a complaint about noise from your establishment? Did anybody from staff, after I mentioned it yesterday in our meeting?
Okay, I just about 30 seconds ago was made aware of this. We've received absolutely no complaints at all from anybody around.
Could I perhaps arrange a meeting or let the lady know who sent in the complaint to meet with you?
Yes, absolutely.
And can you give a card to Mr. Arndt? Because we are having a problem in our area, and even though it's far away from your area, for some reason the noises are carrying from downtown and other establishments too. And I know this is the only complaint, but maybe there was something that happened a Sunday evening, either last Sunday evening or the evening before, but the email was written at 1 o'clock in the morning and saying how loud the noise was. So
Okay.
I'd just like to make that a matter of record and set up an appointment, and perhaps you could discuss with the neighbors.
We would be happy to discuss any of that, and like I said, we've received absolutely no indication whatsoever of any
Right.
problem.
And would you give a card then to Bill so that he can give it to me and I'll send it along?
Sure.
Thank you.
Can I just take an opportunity to thank the council for this program? I think it's a great program. It's a very, very good use of public funds, in my opinion, so thank you very, very much.
Thank
try
you.
to
We're
make very good
excited.
use of
It's
it.
done a lot of good for us. Thank you very much. And I would like to add, at 1:30 in the morning, I was at the front door of my house, but I thought it was from roving cars with boombox noise.
Oh, so you heard it?
I heard it, and I don't believe it was coming from industrial. It was somewhere in the Scotch 80 area, and it moved. That was the other thing, but it was that loud thumping. It woke me up, and I got up and debated whether or not to call the city marshals. So I don't think it was, and certainly to go ahead and follow up, but it woke us up, and it continued on to probably 3 in the morning. But it moved, so just so that you know, but exactly
Yeah.
at
Well,
that time.
And I'll tell the people who sent the email,
Okay.
so they'll know. Thank
And you look like you're about to say something.
I just wanted to echo Councilman Coffin's sentiments to thank our partner for their investment in downtown and wish you continued success.
Thank you. Okay, Councilman, did you make a motion?
Yes,
yet?
ma'am.
Okay, did we already do it? No. There we go. And it's early in the morning that I've lost track, so that's pretty good. Okay, there's a motion, you voted, and passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Good luck to
Thank you so much.
But I do drive by, look at that mural all the time to make sure nobody's touched it and nobody has, which is amazing.
Do you know about the one on the inside?
No.
We have a classic mural on the inside that was painted in the 1960s. It goes across the whole back bar. And there's been some talk of making that sort of a cultural icon in the area, but very, very nice. Stop by sometime, and I'll buy you a beer.
Thank you. What I think we'll do is ask Nancy Diener, if you would do that, Mr. Arndt, ask Nancy Diener, even if she doesn't imbibe, to go into the Hard Hat, take a look at that mural, because she's full of ideas and things that we might be able to help with ideas on that. That's beautiful.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Great, thanks. Okay, we'll move on to agenda item 6, RA 52015, discussion for possible action regarding a resolution finding the project proposed by the Commercial Visual Improvement Program CVIP agreement between the City of Las Vegas Redevelopment Agency, RDA, and the Yellow Brick Properties LLC owner and the Las Vegas Dynotech LLC DBA Main Street Moto tenant and CVIP participant located at 831 South Main Street to be in compliance with and in furtherance of the goals and objectives of the redevelopment plan, authorizing the execution CVIP agreement by the RDA not to exceed $32,000 RDA special revenue fund. Redevelopment Agency, also in Ward 3 with Councilman Coffin. This item is related to Council Item 48R-11-2015. Mr. Arndt.
Thank you, Mayor. This item also is part of our VIP program. The property is on 831 South Main Street, which is near Hoover. Main Street Moto is the doing business as name for the business. It's a full-service shop providing service, repair, and parts accessory sales for motorcycles, and they've been doing business in Las Vegas for 8 years. Their vision is to establish a boutique motorcycle dealership that combines the concepts of a motorcycle shop and art gallery and retail space, given that it's in our arts district. They are making an investment of $64,000, part of which is going into the exterior of the property. Because of their investment, they are eligible for a $32,000 visual improvement program grant. With that, I'd like to turn it over to our partner, have them introduce themselves, and explain this exciting and innovative concept.
Thank you.
Morning.
Thank you, Mayor and City Council. We're very excited to be here
Name
today.
first,
Let me.
please.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Tara Pierce, and this is my partner, Steve McNulty. Go ahead. Okay. We're really excited about this project. We've been wanting to move our business, relocate our business downtown for quite some time now, and have been trying to find the right location. We also live in the John S. Park neighborhood, so we're very excited to be able to work, live, and play in downtown. And this building, if you come up Main Street, you pass every day coming to work, and it has been run down for quite some time. And so we have put a lot of time, work, and effort and money into improving what a very old building that has really, really great structure, but just needed a little TLC from just some neglect over the years. And so we also put on a monthly vintage bike night event in the arts district at the Arts Factory that brings down a number of people every month, and a very diverse audience to come downtown. And so we're really excited to work with our neighbors and to put on more events, and to just really create a fun vibe in our block of Main and Hoover.
And are the motorcycles that you're fixing up, are they inside and back, or are they out on the street, and is it fence enclosed? What's the story?
Sure. So all the work will be performed within inside, and all the vehicles will be performed inside. Of course, we don't, motorcycles are a lot easier to snatch and grab than cars. So all the work will be inside the shop. The back will be for parking and for events primarily. And then the building itself is split in a third of it will be the retail gallery showroom area, and then the rest will be a working shop area.
And will you be selling motorcycles as well as fixing them up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and in the gallery, you will not, or do have, we'll be having shows, therefore possibly offering wine and things, but there's no food in your...
Oh, no, there won't be any food served
Okay.
within that. No.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Comments? Yes, Councilman Ross?
Thank you, Mayor. I told staff this yesterday in our briefing that I highly anticipate this. Well, first let me ask this with the mayor's permission and Councilman Cava's permission. How are your acting skills?
Acting?
Skills, yeah. Do you guys have acting skills?
Well, let's see here. I grew up doing theater
Well, there you go.
and ballet. Why?
And I say that, Mayor and Councilman, because I honestly believe that, I wish you guys all the success in the world, but I honestly see this becoming a reality TV show down the road. So,
it's funny that you say that. You're not the first person to mention that.
no, I honestly believe that. So I wish you
Good
guys all of the
idea.
success in the world. And so thank you,
Can
Mayor,
we
for
have a
letting me say
piece
that.
of the action?
You got it.
Wonderful, you're right. I do see that. Go see Rick Harrison, maybe he'll do a show over there. Okay, Councilman.
Thank you. Well, Your Honor, I'm intrigued because they're working on antique motorcycles. And, it's like the world's largest antique motorcycle auction is held in Las Vegas every January out at the South Point. It's really a marvel. And you can go and see these things, and it just looks like they came off the showroom floor, and they're 100 years old. we've got friends here in town that buy these old motorcycles too. Some of them have them in their living room. I know a couple of guys
Yes, we
that
have a couple.
absolutely have. One guy has a couple of Indians. These are like 1918, and they're track racers. And he's got a slant track built in his living room, wooden slant track, and he's got two of these Indians racing. It looks like at speed, and it's a static display, but it is his fascination, and he has a lot of money, and so he can do that. But so that motorcycles as art is also an important thing that we don't often know or hear about. So it sounds like a conjunction of two great things. So I move for approval, Your Honor.
Thank you. There's a motion. So please vote and please post.
I'm an aye.
There you are. Okay. And the motion carries. Good luck. We'll be in.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Okay, move on to agenda item 7, RA 6-2015, discussion for possible action regarding a resolution finding the project proposed by the Commercial Visual Improvement Program CVIP agreement between the City of Las Vegas Redevelopment Agency, RDA, and Main Street Las Vegas LLC owner, located at 1217 through 1237 South Main Street, to be in compliance with and in furtherance of the goals and objectives of the redevelopment plan, authorizing the execution of CVIP agreement by the RDA not to exceed $50,000 RDA Special Fund Revenue Redevelopment Area, Ward 3. Also, Councilman Coffin, this item's related to Agenda Council Item 49, R12-2015. Mr. Arndt.
Thank you, Mayor. This item also is part of our VIP program and is also on Main Street. And I think it shows the emphasis of staff with direction from our council and agency board to shift focus of the funds to where we haven't invested as much before in VIP funds. This property also is on Main Street. It is in the Arts District. With me today is Becca Miller, the property owner who purchased the land in 2007. The business has matured sufficiently to be able to complete major exterior improvements, including awning and facade improvements, lighting, signage, window film to aid in prevention of graffiti, and a mural on the side and rear of the building. In total, the owner expects to invest over $226,000 into the property, and with that investment will bring new businesses, creating 9 full-time jobs, 5 part-time jobs, as well as 2 new contract jobs. And with this investment, the owner is eligible for a full $50,000 VIP grant. Staff recommends approval. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Miller to go over the investment in the property.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Rebecca Miller, and I represent Main Street Las Vegas, LLC. We are a local, homegrown, Nevada-based small business. Today, I'm presenting a proposal to redevelop 11 storefronts on Main Street between California Avenue and Colorado Avenue on the east side. Our grant money is going to be used, along with our significant contribution, in order to redevelop these older properties. The property is 0.8 acres, and as I said, it's 11 storefronts, and that is a huge portion of that particular block. We purchased it 7 years ago and these properties were built in the very early 1950s, and you can see that through the light commercial, manufacturing, and low-end retail of this particular area, the properties weren't really very well taken care of. And so when we took over management of it, we initially invested quite a lot of money in improving the infrastructure. We put on a new roof, all new HVAC systems, new doors, plumbing, electrical. We brought the units up to code. They had to have rafter work done on them. And so with this work that we did, we were able to attract new tenants. And it's looking a lot brighter now. But now what we would like to do is focus on the exterior instead of just the interior improvements, and bring in even more clientele that's going to improve this area. As you can see with the current look, The top line is straight across, so this is almost the entire block. It's very strip mall looking, and even though it's bright and colorful now, that's just a Band-Aid. When you get up close, you can see that the facades are all cracked and peeling, and they desperately need something more than just a new coat of paint and some stucco work. So what we propose to do is, and I know this is really hard to see, I don't know if you can zoom in so you can actually see it better. We propose to take the existing facades and change the top line levels on them so that each unit looks unique and cute and like cottage instead of plain industrial. And we're replacing the awnings, updating the awnings so that each one has a new look, and the facades will get a treatment as well. And our architect, Aptus Group, have done other projects in the Arts District and in the downtown, and they have come up with this spectacular, again, I hope you can see it better, look for our property so that we can keep the wonderful mid-century architectural look there on the corner of Main Street in Colorado, the northbound approach on Main Street, as well as make each of the units look really, really distinct. So here's our nice big picture. Our proposal isn't just to benefit our properties. We have been communicating with the other owners in the area and the other businesses, and encouraging them also to improve their properties. When they've got a smaller property, it's a little easier than this big property. What we see happening when we get this grant to help us with the significant money that we're also investing is to show other owners downtown that, yes, they can put some effort into it and get a real great benefit by improving the whole area. I thank the council for considering our proposal, and we are very excited about this.
Great, it just looks beautiful. A couple of questions, Mr. Arndt. Were they before us on the quick start for bringing up, so they did all the code adjustment on their own?
We have invested significant amount of money in this property.
That's correct. This is the first time the applicant is before you, and I think it really goes to show the purpose of the program, that it's beautification of downtown, but it also is helping to drive new business into downtown. And with these improvements, which of course are wonderful, getting new tenants and breathing new life into the Arts District, I couldn't thank Ms. Miller enough. And she's not careful, I might hire her away. I think she presented better than I did. So I just thank her for her investment in downtown and in the Arts District.
Well, I have one other question, Mr. Arndt, and probably goes to Mr. Bauer or to Mr. Cervantes. Is this Main Street area exactly, is that where the widening of the sidewalks, and we're going to be doing infrastructure improvements there?
I can answer that.
Yes, please.
Yes, it is. We are targeted for the Main Street Improvement Project, where they are going one way northbound on Main Street and southbound on Commerce. And we will get new benches, new concrete, and landscaping trees. And I've already spoken with the concrete contractors. We've had some meetings every time somebody comes through down there. One of my company goes and talks with the people and then helps disseminate the information to the neighborhood so that the tenants don't feel so nervous about these changes that are going on.
So when you do more renderings in order to fill up the shops that you're going to have there, that might be something you might want to add that's in conjunction with what we are doing as far as that infrastructure improvement, which is, to me, you know, sort of like hanging a painting in a room makes all the difference, or bringing in a plant. So that's great, very exciting. Any comments, questions? Very exciting.
Something may I add, I wasn't sure how much time I had. We are working with Las Vegas Academy to mural our rear, we have an enormous property on the rear on the alley, which is a First Friday walkway, and right now it's very, very ugly and dilapidated. And so the Las Vegas Academy will work with us, and also we are working with them to mural the side on Colorado. Right now, it's an advertisement, and it's old looking, so we are going to have them as a senior graduation project be able to present that so that they can come down and practice their mural skills on a very large scale wall.
Now, assuming this might go forward, what is your timeline?
3 years, but we wish to have, that's for everything, because we realize that the muraling is going to take a while, because we have to work with the school's schedule, so that will be next year, and then we figure it'll take 2 years for that. But the awning replacement and the facade, we hope to have it done within the year.
Excellent. Okay. Any questions, comments? Councilman Coffin.
Well, thank you very much. Members of the council know that all the life in Las Vegas is downtown. Even though the others may live other places, they come downtown to have fun. And this is a bargain hunter's paradise. The pictures really do it justice too, for once, because I was down there on Friday night, and you can see the color already shaping. The look of the storefronts is becoming individualized, and then with the changing in the facade, raising and lowering the elevation in front, it really will make it look like each store is individually built, and at different times maybe, but all toward the mid-century modern theme. I cannot believe what's happening here, because this was ugly. This was just ugly, and it's come alive with a lot of work. Rebecca, thank you very much for your initiative and buying land in downtown and doing something with it, not just sitting on it, hoping somebody else will come along with a better idea. You took the idea, you've invested your personal cash, so I think we really are appreciative of that and proud to invest with you in making it look even better. And so, you know, cannot tell. This is, even in my childhood when this was built, it couldn't have looked this good. That's how I feel about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Council.
Mayor, I move for approval.
Thank you. There's a motion. Please vote and please post. Exciting. Motion carries. Best of everything. We'll keep an eye on you. Thank you. Okay, agenda item 8. Yes. No, we're okay. Citizen participation, public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the redevelopment agency. No subject may be acted upon by the redevelopment agency unless that subject is on the agenda and scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, please come to the podium and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion on any single subject, as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed, may be limited. Are there any members of the public who wish to speak under this portion of the agenda? Hearing none, we will move on to agenda item 9, agency member recognition. Comments made by individual agency members during this portion of the agenda will not be acted upon by the agency unless that subject's on the agenda and scheduled for action. Is there any member of the redevelopment agency who wishes to speak under this portion of the agenda? Any other comments? Hearing none, this redevelopment agency is adjourned. We will start our meeting